Hey, how you doing? Welcome back to our Patreon channel. I'd like to thank you all for your support, it's very much appreciated. And today we're going to introduce you to the herd, the Haytel herd of fell ponies. Well, most of the herd, because we've still got 2 mares and a stallion running out on the fell where they'll be for the summer. But the last few weeks we've been bringing back all the other ponies down to the yard. This is Haytel Faye, who's a 7-year-old little grey mare out of Haytel Fairmile by Lonsdale Tarquin, who's a grey stallion. And Faye's a cracking little ride and drive pony. Well, actually she's a great little driving pony. She doesn't enjoy riding so much, but she's proving to be one of our go-to ponies for driving out of the youngsters. It's great fun. Technically she's my daughter's pony, but I like driving her a lot, this pony. Yeah, so that's Faye. So let's go and get Faye's mum, Fairmile. This is Haytel Fairmile, 23-year-old mare out of Haytel Flora, a little brown mare by Lountwaite Drake, who's a cracking black stallion we had for many years. Fairmile has been the boss of the herd for many years. She's kind of taken a bit of a back seat nowadays, but she's a cracking bomb-proof ride and drive. Pulled a boat-up wagon to Appleby many times. This is the one I go to when I'm teaching young ones to drive. I'll put her in the shafts and tie a younger one on the side. Just rock steady. Only had one foal out of her, Faye. Tried many years. But she's taught lots of kids to ride, as well as being ride and drive. She's actually been a core member of the Fell Pony Adventures pack saddle team. As well as Faye. Here's Faye. Mother and daughter. Very similar temperaments actually. All different colours. Yeah, good girl. Take a step. Take a step. Good girl. This is Heltondale Polly Perkins the 12th, who we bought as a yearling at Sarge Noble's dispersal sale in 1995. Our whole herd has been started with Heltondale, the Heltondale line of ponies, and we do keep coming back to it. It's the type that we like particularly. So Polly is 25, she is the old matriarch of the herd. She had a foal last summer, late, just to try and get another Polly Perkins bit of blood back into our lines. Never really been one for driving this one, but again taught lots of people to ride, and in retirement now, as Fairmile will be actually next summer. Fairmile's going into retirement as well. This is Haytel Perry out of Heltondale Polly Perkins the 12th, our old mare, by Lonsdale Mercury, who's another cracking grey stallion. Lonsdale, Bert and Carol Moreland actually had a lot of help over the years from Bert and Carol, and they've been quite influential on how I was breeding ponies early on, back in the 90s. This one, she's actually come back to us on loan. I sold her 10 years ago, 12 years ago, and she's come back to us on loan, and this is Flo's jumping pony, and she is the fastest and the best little jumper, aren't you? But also a very bossy mare, aren't you? So I'm putting her on the end here, out of trouble, next to her mum. There you go. Very. This is Haytel Pansy. Pansy is out of Haytel Lucky Pearl by Lonsdale Tarquin, and Pansy is actually the great granddaughter of the first pony I was given when I was 4 years old. And this line actually, I keep coming back to this line. We keep on getting really good mares, conformation, temperament, great all-rounders. So Pansy, just taught her to drive actually 2 weeks ago, age 7, but we did a lot of groundwork with her early on, sidelining, 2 years ago Claire Dyson took her off for a month with a pack saddle, riding rather than walking, all around the Western Lakes. What else can I tell you about Pansy? She's done a little bit of competition. She did some cross country and a bit of dressage even last year. So we go, Pansy. And we're not really supposed to have favourites, but this is definitely one of the favourites, Pansy. So she is a half sister to Faye, same dad. And again, she's a big asset to the herd. She had a foal last year, so she didn't do any work last year. But she's back on the Fell Pony Adventures pack saddle team again this summer. Good girls. This is Haytel baby Boo, or we call her Boo. And she's actually one we sold, bred and sold 10-12 years ago, and come back to us last year on loan to help out with the Fell Pony Adventures. She does drive. She's a really good ride when she's in the right mood, and yeah, just pretty steady really, this one. It's good to have a pack, isn't it? This is Haytel Little Prince, out of Haytel Lucky Pearl by Haytel Geronimo, our little grey stallion, a big grey stallion actually. He's 3-year-old, gelding. Had him gelded last year, and he's going to make a big one this actually. But he's very gentle. We like him this one because he's so gentle. And we've been doing bits of long reining, mouthed him, sidelined him a little bit on the side of Fairmile. Been pulling out some bits of timber with him a few months ago just to get him used to the idea of pulling things. And it's all go for this one really. It's getting him ready for the team for next year. He's going to be part of the pack pony team next year. And the greys are always born black. As a foal they're jet black, and as they get a bit older they get a few specks of grey, and then they turn like this, a sort of 3-year-old. And by the time he's 7 or 8, he probably will be pure white. This is Haytel Little Pearl. We call him Teddy because he looked like a little teddy bear when he was a young foal. He's a 2-year-old out of Haytel Lucky Pearl by Haytel Geronimo, our own stallion who's grey, who actually keeps throwing all kinds of coloured foals out. But I like the browns particularly. So he's we decided to have him gelded. I wanted to keep him, and I ummed and ahed about keeping him as a stallion actually, but we would only be able to use him on one of my mares, so it wasn't really practical as a stallion. But I really wanted to keep him as part of the team, so had him gelded. And here he is. He's a cracking little pony, isn't he? Come on. So Teddy is a full brother to Little Prince here. So it's actually the first time that Pansy's met Teddy. Isn't it, Teddy? The little brother. So those two have just been a little cheeky with each other. And last but not least, we have, follow me, Haytel Perkins. who we like to call Trouble, because she's always up on her back legs. She's always getting out underneath electric fences, aren't you, little monkey? And she's another grey. So she was actually born really late on the 1st of October last year, out of the old mare, Haytel Perkins 12th. But she's quieting down a lot, hasn't she? Hey? So here we are. So you've met most of the ponies now. Next time we're going to go up the fell and hang out up there with our stallion Geronimo and the two mares Haytel Pat and Haytel Lucky Pearl, who will be foaling in the next few weeks, coming weeks. So thanks a lot, see you soon.